Hi everyone, welcome back to Crafting with Slavie, where we make cards and other paper crafts. In today's card video, we're going to be making this adorable card using way too much glitter. Not that I'm complaining, I love me some glitter. Newly obsessed right over here. I'm using Lawn Fawn's Penguin Party for my images, and I'm just stamping them out using Lawn Fawn's Jet Black ink on some Bristol Smooth cardstock. And then the backgrounds might look familiar. I used them in a recent video for Simon Says stamp, Santa Sleigh Ride Slider, which I will link above. And to prep my snow, I'm using Salvage Patina as my ink today. And I used it for the snowbank as well as the Let It Snow. This is the giant Let It Snow from Lawn Fawn, and the snowbank, of course, is cut out using Lawn Fawn's Stitched Hillsides. And I saw inspiration for this, I think, on the Lawn Fawn channel, where somebody just went up from the bottom to do a little bit of highlighting on the Let It Snow. I just thought it was beautiful, so I wanted to adapt it. And here's my coloring. I went a little bit outside of my comfort zone. You can see that I've got a lot of teal there. It's not normal for me to be using this much blue and teal, so it felt really good to stretch my creative side. I hope you enjoy it. I'll be back for the assembly. When all the coloring was done, I needed to stamp out some sentiments on a couple of these images. So I've got these poles, I guess you could say. Pardon my head there. So I just stamped from the stamp set as well, free hugs on there. I just thought it was so cute. And then for the penguin, I stamped out, I'm snow glad we're friends. This is going to my bestie. I had her in mind when I was making this card, so it was really nice to be able to find a sentiment that really fits that. And then while I'm using liquid glue to draw the line on my snowbank, I'm using the cap from the Quickie glue pen, which I do end up using a little bit later, but I like to use the cap to sprinkle on all this glitter. It kind of works like a spoon. It's a really great tool, and I have to say, I think the obsession with the glittering has come from the Quickie glue pen, which any fans of Jen Shirkus, you know this is what she uses, and I am obsessed. I can't stop. I just want to glitter all the things all the time. You could say I'm Jen-abled, as she likes to say. So that's the Let It Snow, and then when that was done, I started using some Prisma glitter to glitter all of the other parts that I wanted to have glitter on, which was just about everything on these sweet, sweet images. And then I am using the back of the pen to tap off. Occasionally I'll tap off on the actual container. I tried to contain myself, like with this sign here, I just did the top and bottom of the pole instead of making it all glitter, because that's a little excessive, even for me. But I just love the result, and I love how using these techniques makes it so that you don't have glitter everywhere, and it also doesn't come off as badly off the finished product, which is really great. So for the igloo with my coloring, I just went around the bottom of the blocks a little bit. So I did the same thing for the glitter, and you can see it here. I'm going to do a little bit of a close-up when I'm done tapping it off, because there's just so much glitter. I can't help myself, but I love it. It's so cute. There we go. So you can see where that glitter ended up. And then I went ahead and I did cut out 2 more white Let It Snow, the giant Let It Snow sentiment from Fawn. And I just went ahead and adhered them, and then I adhered the ones that had the glitter and the salvage patina on them to the top, and then I started card assembly pretty quickly thereafter. Long pause as I fiddle. Here we go. So I attached, I've mentioned this before, the card bases are made out of Nina Re-Entry Red cardstock, and I am using the outside edge stitched rectangles to create the inside white card that goes inside of my holiday cards. Then this background, you'll recognize it. It's left over from that Santa sleigh ride. The video is linked earlier in the video, so you can go check it out. And then I adhered my my snow. Oh my goodness, I can't even find the words. My snow, just using liquid glue. And then I adhered all of the other images using a combination of liquid glue and foam squares. And I was trying to be very cognizant of where I was using the liquid glue. So whenever there's texture, I try to use liquid glue because it is harder for things to stick together when there's texture. So for example, even if I wasn't using foam squares for these penguins, I would try and put liquid glue on the back of where they're touching the igloo, because there's so much glitter on the igloo that it might impede their ability to stick. Also, you'll notice little tiny hands on the left hand side there. That was my daughter trying to get into the crafting, which is totally fine. But it really makes me think, those people that you see crafting and they have cats walking across their space, I didn't realize how much she was in the shot until I started editing this video. And my goodness, is she ever cute and so silly. So then I went ahead and adhered the rest of these images using a combination of foam squares and liquid glue, just depending on the height differences. And with any of these images that are on the Let It Snow, I use the thin foam squares because they fit better. And I just love this result. It is such a pretty card. I really struggled with where to place the penguins and the sentiment, but it ended up working out really, really great. So for more card videos, check this out.